Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to RainyDay Skyblock. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how I plan on destroying my server's economy. If you'd like to help me destroy my server's economy, or you just want to play along with me, or just come visit the island, all you have to do is use the IP down in the top pinned comment and description below, and you too can join the server on both Java and Bedrock Minecraft. So, any version of Minecraft that you have, whether it's on the console, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, literally anything that supports Minecraft, we support it, and we would love to have you on the server. And if you want to come visit my island, all you have to do is get in the Skyblock server, /visit the NeoCubist, and it will teleport you right here. Okay, so let's go pick last video's giveaway winners real quick. Alright guys, here we are in Google Chrome. All comments are loaded from the previous video, and let's pick our 3 winners. Okay, first of all, we have Oofer123, congratulations. And then we have a Gilded Prince, congratulations as well. And then we have GG Noob 12. Congratulations to all 3 winners. I will give you the 5,000 cloud coins now. Back to the video. All right, well, congratulations to those 3 people. And I'm going to run the same giveaway again. So we're going to be giving away 3 5,000 cloud coin packages to anybody who puts their username and their platform. Just do your username dash and then your platform down in the comments below. Again, if you're on Bedrock or Java, you'll have to be able to figure that out. If you're not playing on a computer, you're probably on Bedrock. If you're on a phone, a console, you're on Bedrock. So just make sure you have your platform right. Just put your username and you will be automatically entered if you just leave a comment with your username and platform. Okay. So by this end of the video, I hope you're going to all be doing this on the server. We are going to essentially break the server's economy. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you notice on the side, I have $183,000 and 50,000 skydust. Now, all I have is a measly sugarcane farm, a measly little tree farm, and a bamboo farm that I haven't even really touched. So what have I done between this episode and last? Well, I have done a few things. I have a full set of Clash armor. 2 pieces are enhanced, 1 piece is worker, and the other piece is worker. And you'll notice what I have on here, right? I have Dungeoneer. Now, what is Dungeoneer? Well, let's do /clash together. Let's look at scales and let's hover over Dungeoneer. Now, how does Dungeoneer break the server's economy? Well, this provides a 0.5% chance per level to increase or basically double drops from the pet arena, dungeons, and cloud clash. Now, keep in mind what this means. Let's do /warp clash. Go to the clash arena. If you don't know how to get this armor, okay, well, this goes into my first point. Make sure you're fighting the dragon. Go in the shop, go in the misc section. So do /shop, click on items, and just buy a trident. Now, all you have to do is do 100 damage. You can see over on your scoreboard. Okay, well, you have to hit it whatever it's perched, but you can see we do 5 damage, 10. You see that on the right side of the screen? It's very easy to get 100 damage. You don't have to do anything crazy or anything fancy. You just have to whack him. Okay? It's really not too difficult. Even if you're on Bedrock, I know sometimes it can be a little bit trickier, but I promise you can still do it. And then once you do 100 damage, okay, then we're going to do /warp P, or you can just do /pets, and you can't, or, yeah, actually, wait, can you do /pets? Yeah, and you just click on teleport to arena. So, what do these Dungeoneer skills do? Well, right there, we just got 2 pet coins. We just got 1 pet coin. We just got 2 pet coins. Now, how is this possible? Well, we have 74 plus 16. And if you want to look at what total you have, you can just look from armor modifiers. We have plus 90 Dungeoneer. So what does that mean? That means we have a 45% chance to get double of whatever we pick up off the ground. And if you were to get to 200, that would mean you have a 100% chance to double it. If you were to get to 300, that would mean you have a 1.5, or sorry, you're gonna sometimes get 3, but most of the time you're going to get 2. Now, how does this break it? Well, there's a few ways, right? So whenever we're fighting the dragon, we did our 100 damage. So whenever it dies, if we go back to the Clash Arena, we can see he's probably not dead yet. So I just leave after I do the 100 damage. And all I'm doing is I'm just collecting pet coins. Now, obviously, if I'm collecting them like this, you're just not going to get very many. You want to go in uncharted territory. So what does that mean? Well, for the first pet arena, which everyone has access to, we're just going to turn around and we're going to head over to this tower over here. So I'm going to show you a few spots where you can get an absolutely insane number of pet coins. Now, you're probably wondering too, okay, well, Neo, how do pet coins break it? Just let this all come to fruition, okay? So we're going to climb this really long ladder, and I'm going to yap the entire time so that I don't have to cut the camera and, like, I just feel like that's a little bit more difficult. But anyways, once we're at the top of this, there can be a few pet coins. But you notice we got that one scale, and that will be in your /RV or reward vault. You can type it out, reward vault, or you can just type /RV. Oh, hey, that actually helps me with my point. We got a Dungeoneer scale. Now, this is a +1 Dungeoneer scale, so I wouldn't really use that. You can see we have 2 +1s, we have a +3. The trick here is you're going to want to get at least like above 15. So if you do /clash and you look at scales, you can see that they go to a max level of 30. I think the highest one I've gotten was like a 26. And I put it on my helmet. I'm not really sure. But once you're at the top of this tower, you just kind of follow my pattern. There's not a lot of people like getting pet coins. And I'm really confused as to why. And I'll show you why it's important in a second. A lot of people are just fighting mobs. They feel like this is a waste of time. But it's not. Especially with Dungeoneer, you can get so many. And I'll tell you why it's important in a second. So, also, you don't have to have anything on your island to buy a $100 trident and sell the scales to people. For example, I sold like I can't remember what the scale was, but it was like a mid to high tier scale. And I sold it for 40,000 sky dust. Someone just bought it right up. I sold another one for like 80,000 sky dust. And then where I'm getting the rest of my money is I'm selling pet coins. And it's obvious, right? Like, well, duh, right? You're just selling, like a lot of people are selling, or sorry, not pet, I'm selling pet eggs. Okay? And how do you get those pet eggs? Well, you buy them with pet coins. You can fight these mobs all you want, but I feel like with Dungeoneer, whenever you double your drops, you're going to be getting so many pet coins. So this is my favorite place to come whenever I'm on the first pet arena, which not a lot of people, come here anymore because they're either on the second or the third. And I could probably get to the third now. I kind of want to try because I don't remember all the spots there. But at least on the second one, you can like hop down here. There's just there's tons of places that you don't even really have to do any parkour to get to. Like I had to do like one jump to get to that other spot. Like for example, on top of this tree, like once you're up here, you could literally just sprint and jump. You don't have to like parkour anything. You could probably just sprint off the edge. And there's tons because nobody else comes up here. And what happens is people pick them up from the bottom, and then the code will basically pick a new spot for it to spawn that isn't that same spot. And so they'll accumulate in these places that people just don't normally go. And that rewards you for adventuring, which is nice. That's kind of how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be where like you're rewarded for adventuring. So that's the first pet arena, okay? And in that time, we got 162. Let's go to the second pet arena. So you're going to spawn in. You're going to turn to your left, walk through the giant sniffer, apparently. Go over to this waterfall here. And I'm giving away all my spots. So I know after this video comes out, I'm not going to be able to do this anymore. One place to check is next to the waterfall. There's this little treehouse thing. Oftentimes, there's a bunch of them spawned up here. There's a bunch of these treehouses around. And they all have, like, you could say I just picked up like 4 or 5 at once. You notice there's just so many. So climb up that waterfall. Then you'll go over here. You'll climb up this waterfall. And a lot of people don't even know these like places exist like at all. And there's not a ton up here, but you can go explore back in there. There is one spot like if you go to this waterfall here, sometimes behind the mushroom over here, there will be like quite a few, but not at this moment. But I want to show you guys the secret place that I don't really ever see anybody else up here. Which makes it super, super nice. Okay, so we'll just climb up this. And you see there's a little gap right there. You can see it's in the center of my screen. You're going to want to swim when you get to the sand block. And you'll be able to fit in this gap. Tons of pet coins there, dude. Tons. And then up here at the top, there's even more. And I'm not going to collect all these right now. Just kind of trying to show you where all the spots are that I know about. You can go over here as well. Okay, I got to pick them up, dude. It's a little bit too fun. It's really fun too, like especially if you're just like talking with your friends and yapping. There's a bunch right there that I just completely missed, so my apologies. Let's go back to Warp P2. So again, just the second pet arena. Run over here to your right, and you see there's another waterfall. And you're like, Neo, what is with you and waterfalls? Well, this is where you can get even more pet coins. And people usually just stay on the ground floor. They run around and they're like, it's just not really worth it. Like I don't see the point. But I promise, dude, this mushroom right here, you just go up this waterfall, you turn to your left. You don't need to be doing any crazy parkour. Like, you see what I mean? There's tons up here. Now, this one requires a little bit of parkour. Just sprint and then jump, and you make it to this block right here. And there's a ton on top of this mushroom and this mushroom. So, I'm getting a ton of pet coins. Well, okay, how's that breaking the economy? So So we're going to warp P2, and we're going to check on graph. This is the pet dealer. And you can see regular hatchbacks are 35 pet coins a piece. So look, I didn't even do this very long because I was talking. Imagine doing this for an hour, okay? In this time, we got this many hatchbacks. We're going to go ahead and open them, and we will see what we get. Now, sometimes you may not get very good stuff, but look at that. We just got a mythic pet egg. And if you do /pets, you can see that mythic is the second to highest slot. If we go on auction house, mythic pet eggs, like 18, 20K. So not a ton, but still that's $15,000. That's a lot of money. If you look at Baltop and you look at like an average player, that's like 10% of their like money, right? And that's in one little go. So we'll do auction, create, and we'll go ahead and undercut it. We'll just sell like 10,000 and we'll just say cheap mythic egg on /AH. So this method may not work for everybody. It just depends on how early you're getting in on the scheme, I guess. And that also plays into, let's do /warp C. So we already sold it because that's like an amazing price for one. I'm just putting my pet eggs in here, by the way. And the other strategy I'm doing is I'm just selling scales to people because the top islands have a lot of money. If we do /Baltop, they have like a lot of money. Also, look at leaderboards just to show you that nobody else is doing this. If we look at pet coins picked up, I am number 5 on the server, right? I'm the 5th. I have picked up the 5th most pet coins on the server. Nobody else is doing this. Like literally nobody. So yeah, another method I'm using to make money is in my PV1. You can see I have 8 cloth. So now that we have like 73 dungeoneering or whatever, that means 45% of the time, right? Or whatever the number is if we do /attributes. What was it? What does it add up? Okay, plus 90. So 45% of the time, we're going to be getting double drops. So you can see how fast I pick up this wheat, right? Well, you can sell this cloth on the auction house. I don't know the current going rate, or, you know, maybe like 10,000-ish. And I already have $60,000 from maybe like an hour of work, if that. So it took about an hour to get 8. And that's with only a few Dungeoneer skills. I still have 4 slots on here. I have 8 slots on my pants and 9 slots on my chest piece. That means I can put 9 scales on those pieces. Well, on that one piece. So I could put 9 like plus 15s. And that would give me 135 extra. So at that point, we're going to start tripling our drops. And so Dungeoneer, guys, if someone offers to buy your Dungeoneer scale, just keep it, put it on your set, and make a bunch of money instead. This has been a public service announcement, and I hope you guys make a lot of money. Okay, I wanted to give that away because I feel like I've been holding on to it, and I don't really see anybody else doing it, so I figured I might as well just share it with everyone, which means it may start to make less money, but I'd rather everyone have the opportunity, just kind of depending on when you see this. So that's where I got this pickaxe. I bought it off the auction house. I got a ton of money, and I can buy a lot of stuff. Like we have 193 bucks. We could buy another rain rank if we need it. We could even buy the highest tier pet egg if we wanted to. We basically got our pick of the bunch. Like whatever we want, we can pretty much get at this point. So I'm gonna check /hatch because I believe both of these are ready, and that's wood cutting +1. I don't really care about that. And that's fishing +1. Don't really care about that. I am, however, going to check my pets. And I don't have a celestial, and I don't have a legendary. So we're going to go to PV2. No, PV3. I mean, you can see how much I fought the dragon, right? I'm only getting like 1 scale per fight. And if we look in leaderboards and we go to Clash Skills Found, you can see I'm number 115 on the server. That's pretty impressive considering there's over 500 people on just now. It means about probably around 2,000 people play per day. 500 on at any one time, but about 2,000 people play every day. So that's pretty good. Okay, so what was I trying to... I was trying to get a legendary, but for some reason, I don't know why I don't have a legendary. But you know what I could do? I thought I had some, but I might have sold them just because I've been scheming for the cash. 10K, I mean, that's a pretty good price for a legendary pet egg, and then we'll get another one. I'm sure someone else is selling 15K. It's a little over what I want to pay, but at the same time, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here. I could go grind and get the pet coins really quick, but yeah. So these will take about a day to hatch, but what you can do is you can skip that. You can go to graph here. You can see this is an instant hatch, which would hatch anything. But you can also find these 24-hour hatch skips, which are 750 pet coins. It doesn't take that long. Maybe like 30 minutes of grinding without Dungeoneer. With Dungeoneer, maybe 15 minutes of like hardcore picking up pet coins, and we could get those. But I don't really care. I don't mind waiting. I want to go back to my island, and I really need a better origin. This thing is absolutely terrible when we're at this point on our island. So I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to take care of it. And I think you know what that means when I say take care of it. I don't want to, but I don't feel like I have a choice. We also bought this nice axe. I can't remember if we did that on camera or not. I also moved my anvil over to here because I wanted to show you how much I got mining. I mined for maybe like a couple hours, and all these chests are, well, they're completely full. So I'm going to go ahead and and I did complete a bunch of Cloud Pass missions. You got to keep in mind, whenever you're in there grinding the wheat in the Clash Arena, you get so much Cloud Pass XP. Like, so much. Also, if you want to level up your mining pets really quickly, you can see that most of these are, like, this one's max, this one's max, this one's max. If you want to level those up super quickly, go to Clash and try and find yourself a cave. So, like, we'll go over to here real quick. We'll go up here and we'll find a cave. And once you're in those caves, you just mine the iron, and man, you get so much mining XP. Because it's like the same as mining like an iron on your island, for instance. And it's really nice, dude. So like right over here is a cave I like to go to. And you get like, I think 75% of the time, whenever you break one, you're going to be getting this raw iron, this iron chunk right here. And with Dungeoneer, sometimes you'll get 2 instead of 1 whenever you break it. You also get a good bit of sky dust. You can see, I mean, well, 40,000 of that we got from, what was it? Oh, trading like a scale or something. I can't remember. It might have been a pet egg or a scale. But you can find some really good caves in here. And like, look at this, dude. See what I mean? You can get so much. It's 32 iron chunks right there. And those craft into 3 iron fragments. And then we go in our PV1. And that's how I got a lot of my stuff. That's how I got a full Clash gear. I grinded in here so much and so long. And Dungeoneering just makes it faster and faster. And then you can sell these resources to other people. I don't know, like 20K. You can see people are making quite a bit of cash from selling Clash materials. So do this before it's too late. Hop on the server. Put your comment down below. Have a good starting amount of CC. And you should start today. It's like the 6th day, I think, or the 7th day of the season. And seasons last about 4 months. So you have a long, long time to go, I promise. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and smelt most of this iron just because I'm going to want to repair my iron pickaxes like quite a bit, I assume. We'll go ahead, and since we're kind of balling with it, we'll just stack up coal in each of these. I really don't care. At this point, we have so much resource. It's so fun to get to this point, dude. And it's so fun once you're at this point, but like the grind to get here, dude, it's like indescribable. It is so much fun. So I'm keeping these because I want to make a boss brewer. Which you can see if we go to studies and you go in coal, I believe it's in here. Yeah, boss brewer. And that will allow us to brew these dungeon potions, which you can see in /dungeon. And then you click on the brewing stand. These are really nice. For example, like this one right here doubles your sky dust from all sources. So imagine going to the Clash Arena, breaking wheat and using one of these. You're going to get so much money, dude. Like you're going to get so much money. So we're going to go ahead and sell most of the coal and the iron and stuff because we really don't need it. We can go ahead and make this into coal blocks and just keep like a little bit extra just in case we need it. We can throw these iron chunks in there and then throw the building blocks in here as well. I think my sound was still turned down from the Clash Arena. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff I want to do. I know it was a lot of yapping and a lot of information, but go back and watch that again if you're confused. I promise everything's there. And that is how I recommend breaking the server's economy. Okay. We got to take care of this thing. We're going to need some building blocks, and we're going to need a little bit of patience. I'm also probably going to need... Okay, so I have some wood in there. Good. Now, fortune does work. I don't have fortune on this axe, unfortunately. We don't have lapis unlocked quite yet, but we're like right on the precipice. We're 36% of the way there to unlocking it, which really doesn't take that much time. I had just stopped mining before I started the episode. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Okay, and grab some building blocks. We really just need something to stop the water from flowing. The rest of this is going to be built out of stairs and a lot of trapdoors and a lot of patience. So we are going to be building an ore generator that will essentially let you break like 7 blocks in a row. Something like that. We don't need quite this many. If anything, we're going to need more trapdoors. So let's go ahead and make those. And we'll have to buy some like lava buckets, I'm sure. So if you look in /pets and you went to ability list and look at standard pet abilities, there's one in here called, well, first of all, dual miner is really cool. That would be absolutely broken if we could get it on a pet. We don't really have like the high level pets right here. You can see abilities like those are not too good. This isn't a mining pet either, but if I could get like a celestial and a legendary mining pet, that would be pretty cool. So these three right here have abilities. And yeah, so you can see in pets, if you hover over abilities, you can see how it says level 1, 2, and 3. That just means if you have one pet with it on, that's level 1, 2 pets with that ability on, that's 20, and then so on and so forth. So if you want to get max, you need 3 pets with the same ability. There's also one in here called Mechanical Arm, and this increases your block, break, and interaction range. So you will be able to mine 3 more blocks, meaning you can make a really long origin, and that would be so busted, dude. I'm so excited to get to this stuff, but this thing's holding us back. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to break it. Goodbye. You have gotten me so much, but it is time that I moved on from your old ways. This is not the origin I would recommend keeping for a long time. I mean, probably as evident by the fact that I'm literally destroying it right now. But if that wasn't clear, this is a good origin at the beginning. Not so much at the end. At the end, it's a little, it's not too good. Not that we're even anywhere close to the end, but I think you kind of see my point. It's something you're going to want to move away from, and sooner rather than later. So we're going to be building a diagonal origin. I'm going to teleport around to a few islands that I know have them. At least I hope they have them. We'll have to see. If not, this may get a little bit tricky. Maybe we can go ahead and break this. I don't know where to put it, so for right now, we'll just like throw it right there. And then we'll put our anvil and our crafting table in. That's just what I use to repair whenever I'm mining. That way I don't have to get up and move. Okay. I know last time I used Vlor's Island to see how to make it. Yes, so it is right here. So I'm basically going to be copying this. And if you want to copy this yourself, just do /visit Vlor. And you can see his is like extra long. And why is it that long? Well, probably because of Mechanical Arm, which is insane, dude. So we need to be opening a lot more pets to get a lot more abilities. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and then I will come back when I am done. You know I was joking, right? Of course we're going to build it together. Of course we're going to build it together. Who do you think I am, man? Okay, so we're going to start off with 1 block right here, and then we're going to go up like this, just with L's. Okay? Now this tree... I love this tree, but... we can make it work. Since fire doesn't spread, we can make it work. Might be a little tricky, but hey, what was good that wasn't tricky? So I highly doubt we're gonna... we won't be able to break that far without Mechanical Arm. But we'll just go up this high. So how I'm gonna copy this is basically, this is the pattern. It's just like little like L shapes like this, just stacked on top of each other. And then 1 is down here. So you're gonna be breaking it like at this angle. Obviously I don't want to break it right now. These are just like filler blocks. And then we're probably going to want to make signs like they did. And I think this design is a little bit better than the ones that we had built in the previous seasons. It's a little bit easier, in my opinion. And it also is harder to break since it all uses like wood. Now, I'm going to have to go back to their island a ton. But seeing as how I built it to the same angle... okay. Okay, so there's a stair going on the edge of every L. Okay, I think I can do this. Okay, I think I can do this. So a stair on the edge. So like here. You see what I mean though? It's definitely a little bit more complicated to build than your average one, but it's definitely worth it. And I know that these are surrounded by signs. So maybe you can replay this part of my video. Let me go get the next piece and then we'll come back. Because I think this is correct. I might just like take a screenshot of it and then pull it up on my other monitor. That might be really easy. So thank you, Vlor, for the help. I really do appreciate it. I don't think this is his design, but I'm definitely stealing it to use it. Okay, I have it pulled up on my other monitor. So we're just going to... see, I don't know. You know what? If we have to move that hopper, I don't really care. I just want to get this down. Okay. So this looks correct, except we're missing 1 stair that goes right here. And then we are going to surround it in signs. Now, all the ones that are surrounded in signs are going to be... oh, yeah, we have /night vision, don't we? Yes, we do. All these ones that are surrounded in signs, you're going to be putting water in. And then the lava, see the lava's the kind of the tricky part a little bit. It looks like lava goes like right here. Okay, and if you want to like put a block down for it, it may make it a little bit easier. That way you can like just put the trapdoors down. Okay, so lava will be right there. We'll use cobblestone to denote where we put lava, which kind of makes sense in a way. And it's going to be in that same spot every time. So like it's going to be a stair there, boom. So these are all going to be lava spots. You want to make sure you don't forget the bottom. If you forget the bottom, the lava will fall down, and you just don't want to deal with it. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't think you want to deal with that. And on the end, it's going to be here, 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 and here. I believe. Yes, that should be correct. Again, I'm looking at this on my other monitor. You know, I'm not like an expert in building this, so this either will work, and it will work beautifully, or it will fail, and it will fail beautifully. Okay. And then other than that, I see like another trapdoor that I'm going to have to change the angle on my other monitor, so give me 2 seconds. Okay, and then it looks like the other lava is going to be right here, which this one already blocks that. So we just need to get below it. Put one there, put one on the side, and one on the side. And other than that, I think there might be another one, so let me change the angle one final time. Okay, and this one's a little confusing, but I think I can do it. So there's stair here, lava, and then below this lava is going to be a stair. I see. Okay, so below this one, there's going to be a stair here. And this one is somehow okay, well, the water can't go that way, but it can go here, and it can go here. Okay, and then on the next one, there's another stair in the same place. I don't know how this works, dude. You know what? I don't want to put a bunch of E's on there. I am, however, going to need a little bit more wood. So it's definitely a complicated origin to build, but it's just so much more efficient that it ends up being worth it. Keep in mind also, check on your skills. I haven't checked my mining skill in a while. I bet I have enough. No, I don't have enough, really? Nope. Okay, we're close to getting 2 points. We need 3 points to get drill 2, but honestly, it's kind of worth it. Sorry if you have to hear my Roomba. We got... I don't know how to explain it again. But lumberjack. You want to get the lumberjack skill. Again, just crouch, right click. This just lets you instantly break logs. So if you've got like a big tree farm, this is super duper helpful to get a bunch of wood real quick. And if you're just like a woodcutter and that's kind of like what you like doing, this is just immensely helpful. And it lasts long enough where you can do like a row or two. Well, I mean, depending on the size. But just that right there, I mean, that got us more than enough wood. We'll go back up to the top of the island. And let's craft ourselves up a few more signs. We shouldn't need that many more, but I just needed more, so I had to do it anyway. I am not going to make that many. I will make 6 signs. How about that? That shouldn't be overcrafting. Okay. And so it's this thing right here. So every other side is covered. Other than that, it looks like there's another stair. Is it this top lava piece here? And I think this is the last one. Okay. And then this one is blocked on all sides. Okay, so any stair you're going to fill with water. So I'm going to put everything up into my inventory, and we're going to go to the shop, and we are going to buy, I don't know how many buckets of water, just that many. And then we're going to fill up every stair with water. I think you want to do the water first. I don't know how important that really is. Do we actually get like exactly enough? Okay, I think, yes. So every stair is now filled with water. We actually got a little bit too many, but that's okay. And then we can just go ahead and drop the excess. We're rich now, dude. It doesn't matter. We can just go buy more. I'm going to buy this many buckets of lava. And every single place that is a cobblestone, we're going to break and we're going to put lava. This one will be a little bit tricky. If you hear any noises, then you might have messed up. I think I forgot a trapdoor here, didn't I? Yeah, I definitely did. Okay, well, I'm glad we caught that before we put this down. That would have been a little bit of a pain. Also forgot that trapdoor there. Okay, thank God I saw those, dude. It would be such a pain to like go back and like, oh, dude. Okay. So I think you can kind of see how this works. Like it's going to flow under there. It's going to touch that, and then it's going to generate. Kind of like how that other T-gen worked. And this is just going to make your grind, especially for mining, just so much quicker. Now, we're not hearing any noises, which is good. If you hear that, then you might have messed something up. And then it looks like the last lava is just going to be this one right here. And after that, we should be good. So what should happen is every time we break a mud, it should generate into a block. Okay, that one works. Does that one work? That one works. Does this one work? Okay, what about the one below it? I think we already tested it. Just came back as mud. Okay, that one works. Here. I'm just so paranoid that it's not going to work that I have to test everyone. Okay, that one worked, and that one came back as mud, which is fine. What about this one? There is no way we built this right on the first try. There we go. That one came back. We're not having any, like, spills or anything. This one work? And this one is the only one I don't think is going to work. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, no. We can talk about it. 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 No. Okay, that should... Okay, we're good. Okay, now let's see if we can, like, figure this one out ourselves. Okay, I think we can. Let's just get the mud out of here. So why is this one not working? There's lava right here. And then there was a mud. Am I missing a trap door? Let me change the angle on my other one. Yeah, I don't particularly know. I think maybe it's just because we're missing, like, a trap door here, is my guess. But because it did generate back, didn't it? Yeah, that one generates back. And that one generates back. Oh, it's just because we were missing a trap door. I was like, our designs look identical. So we just built a 1, 3, 6, 9, 12 block generator. And how this works is you're going to stand like right here-ish. And you're basically going to look up in like the corner of these blocks. Now it's kind of hard to see. You see how I'm hitting like just the very corner of these. Now once we get mechanical arm on some pets, we're going to be able to reach so much further. And then you could build a different style origin if you look in pets and you go into abilities standard. And we look in, where was it? Dual miner right here. This one might be good as well. But I'm going to venture to say mechanical arm is better with, if you do slash clash. And you look at piece bonuses with jackhammer. I think that one might be a little bit better, but we'll just kind of have to see. And since we're going to be standing here, we just have to move our... We just have to move this just a little bit, don't we? This shouldn't be too difficult. I know our inventory is all jam-packed full, so give me 2 seconds. Let me fix this. First of all, we don't need you. I'm very sorry. We don't... Okay, those are... Okay. All right, let me pick them back up. I know. We'll throw them off the edge. Do not need those. We don't need these apples. We don't need a few filler blocks. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay. And then we can go ahead. Of course, we're going to keep all the wood stuff because we go through that like butter on a steak knife. That'll cuts through it like a hot knife on butter, I think is the saying, not whatever I just tried to say. Ironically enough, you know what we do need? We do need a bucket. So hopefully we have at least one. Okay. And then we probably need some hoppers, which, okay, we have some in there. Now, I did run into a little bit of an issue. It seems like whenever I mine, the blocks are not going, like, any further than... Like let me throw all these in here. This may not be full still. Okay. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. We're going to want to put these hoppers here and here. That way we can go ahead and break this and this. And then we want to pick up this water bucket. Break this. Put this here, waterlog that, and then this should work, right? But the issue I was having is that blocks were not going. Okay, well, these are just going to fill up in like 2 seconds. But give me like a couple seconds to fill up these hoppers, and I'll show you the problem I was having. But you see what I mean? Like, this is so nice. Let's go. Okay, there's too many hoppers. So basically, they're just stopping on like one of these hoppers, and they're not continuing to go forward. I have no idea. I mean, maybe I need to like put slabs on top or something, but then the water wouldn't flow over it. I don't know. Either way, I'm happy that we have this thing. I'm happy that I showed you guys how we can break the server's economy together. I'm curious to see how the next few days go now that everybody on the server knows about this. I don't really know the answer. I honestly have no idea how it's going to go. But I think the prices of Dungeoneer scales are going to skyrocket, and I think the prices of pet eggs is probably going to go down. But a lot of people are going to make a lot of money very quickly, and that is always exciting to see. Okay, so I did, like I said, I progressed so many levels just grinding that wheat in the Clash arena. We probably have, okay, we already claimed that. We claimed that. Claimed this. Okay, we have to claim $1,000 here. 150 cloud coins here. A little bit of XP here. Tornado key. Sky dust. And yeah, we're just still working on that. And keep in mind, we can max it out pretty quickly here. We're going to be getting a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's not the right command. We're going to go to the crates. We're going to do /warp crates. Probably just need to add a command for that. Just /crates. And we're going to use our tornado key, which is pretty good. It gives you 3 rewards, and they can be pretty good. So let's see what we get. Not bad. Not dude, a smelt wand's actually pretty cool. So that'll smelt everything in a chest, and we got 750 bucks. Not bad at all. And keep in mind, this is a tier 3 material. So if you get 9 of these fibers, you can make yourself a piece of cloth. So that fills in the blank quite nicely. And then we'll keep this in here to smelt anything. And then we also probably completed a ton of missions that I just wasn't paying attention to. None in there, which is fine. Personal, I am sure. So right here, we got the 5 special items. You get a max clash resource. Thank God. That's the hardest one to get, like, by far. I would not recommend trying to get those. The reason I'm still saving up these things and not selling them is I really want an enhanced... Kind of funny. The only pieces that have Dungeoneer, I really want to put... Or I really want to make enhanced to replace those. But once I have a full Dungeoneer set, we'll be able to make tons of sets, sell them to the server, keep them for ourselves, just kind of whatever. And I'm probably going to go in attributes. And we are going to go to dexterity, of course. And we have no unspent points. I'm sure we have more missions. Let's just kind of comb through them real quick. Easy. What's the last one on here? Oh, wait. Okay, well, I can definitely do that. Let me go to the auction house. Let me just buy 15 bookshelves. I am sure somebody is selling them. 10K right there. And we can finally, after all of this time, guys... build ourselves the enchantment room of our dreams. It's going to be a little tricky to fit it all in here, but I think we can technically do it. Let's go to the shop and then go to items, and we'll buy ourselves an enchantment table. I don't know why the Roomba always goes in my office like when the video is you know, usually that bugs me, but for some reason it's not bugging me here, and I feel like it should be bugging me. I don't really know of another solution to it. But I am curious, does that give us full level 30? Let's go down in here, grab like a, what would I want to enchant? I would really like to enchant an axe. So this is the problem, right? I don't have lapis unlocked yet, so you could buy it from the auction house, but then you're also going to have to go and buy lapis from the auction house. People are selling them for... Okay. Well, if you're making money like me, it's not that big of a deal, right? I mean, that's a lot of lapis. Is this level 30? Okay, we need one more bookshelf somewhere. And... I don't want to block this window, but at the same time, like, does it really matter? We need to go get some wood for sure. But then we'll have full level 30. I'd really like to get Fortune on this axe, because Fortune works on logs on the server, so it's actually pretty nice. Why am I in here checking? Why am I in here checking every single chest? Like, I'm not the one who set it up and knows where everything is. I said it wasn't bothering me, and then I kept looking at it, and this looks fine too. We'll just keep that there for posterity. I think it looks fine. It's not here on this one, but we can put it there, but it doesn't bug me. Okay, so can we get Fortune 3? We can't, but now we can enchant, which is super cool. I want to put like a barrel up here. I do want to decorate my house, get some paintings and stuff like that, which I could actually get super easily. Yeah, I could do that like super easy. We'll take our barrels, we'll put them up here just so that we have some storage whenever we are enchanting. That'll go right there quite nicely. And then we can put these into there. Perfect. And then I'll put this in here because it's not really what I want. And we can bring our barrels back to our house. Okay, Roomba. I'm about to like smash this thing, dude. I don't know why, but the Roomba makes me so mad sometimes. It's just like running over the leg of my desk. And it'll like get stuck. It'll like beep and it'll get stuck. And I'm just like, you've been in here so many times. You can't learn. There's no like algorithm for that. How much do you have? You have quite a bit of stuff. Okay, so before I forget, let's grab like a little bit of sugar cane. We use, I don't know if Fortune affects it. I can't remember. Grab a little bit of sugar cane. We're not going to need that much, but I wanted to make some paintings to put them in our house because paintings always liven up the place a little bit. Maybe we'll do some decorating between episodes, and we'll come back, and the place will look better. We'll see. Did I forget how to make a painting? It's wool. Not paper, dude. It's wool. Okay. All right. All right. Well, now I'm frustrated, so you're going off the edge. Okay. Well, we don't have wool, so we can't do that. But we will be able to eventually. It's hard to decorate before you have a bunch of stuff. We look in rotating shop. We could check for some stuff. I do like the flowering azalea leaves. I think we'd already bought some. But if not, this could be nice. Like again, before we have anything, we'll put some leaves in our house. I don't know. I really don't know because we just don't have any. We don't have anything yet. But some leaves can really liven a place up, man, like a whole lot. Especially if we do them with somewhat of like a pattern. And then on the outside here, since this is just like purely aesthetic, I can do this around the whole thing. I want to look at the rest of my missions. I know I got distracted though by making things look pretty. And you could even like, you know, put a fence post below and make it look like a little bush, but I think it still looks like a bush because quite literally is like bush shaped. Nice, not bad. And then down here, I don't really know where to put them, but it does liven the place up, doesn't it? I don't know, man. I feel like it does, okay? I don't want to put them there because it'll kind of block me. So, I don't know. We'll play around with those, but that does look nice. And now we have the cherry leaves and these, so that's like a good combo. Put all our aesthetic blocks down here. Okay. Let's look at our missions and see if there's anything else left to claim, because I'm sure that there is, but I don't know what. Intermediate, equip a full set of boss armor. That's an attribute point. Thank you very much. I'm just going to go ahead and use them as I get them so that I don't forget. Okay. Okay, we did that. We did that. Advanced. Thor Trident 500 times. 5 mystical enchant books. Voidbringer, prize crop 1. I don't know if Voidbringer 3 is good, but if you don't know if it's good, you can ask in chat or just go to enchant and I'll be able to tell. I think that is, yeah. So that's for the last. It'll be good in the future, but it's just not too good right now. I don't know where I'm putting my enchant books. We'll go ahead and put them in there. Do I have anything else that would be good? You know, like lifesteal can be okay. But that's good for the last tier of dungeon. So what that's talking about is we go to dungeon, it would be talking about these floors right here. So it'll increase the damage to those. Now, I highly doubt we've done any missions that are above advanced. Yeah. Okay, well, that's where I'm going to end today, guys. I hope you have fun with my secret strategy. Been planning that since the beginning, and I really hope it works out nicely for you guys. I've been having a ton of fun this season, and I think a lot of you guys have too. I mean, there's 521 people on here, so I think a lot of people are having fun, and that's after we lost 70 players. I'm kind of mad because our DDoS provider, sometimes, you know, like... Oh, okay. I'm building those on the wrong layer. Our DDoS provider, unfortunately, had like an issue, and it kicked a bunch of people off, which is always a little bit upsetting because then it means like, you know, we don't get to see the peak, but we're going to reach over 600 people today, and that means the world to me. So make sure you put your username like this down in the comments with your platform. So I'm the NeoCubist and I'm on Java, and you will get entered to win in the next video one of 3 5,000 cloud coins. So I would love to see some winners, and congratulations to you 3 for winning today. So we're going to open the island back up to the public, and we'll do everyone come say goodbye to the episode today. The secret code for today's episode is going to be, let me put this in here just in case someone doesn't know. Is someone already, this person was just happened to be typing that at the moment that I opened it, which is kind of crazy. The secret code for today's episode is going to be 7634. So put that down in the comments below if you want to show me that you watched the entirety of today's video. Again, thank you guys so very much for the support. I really, really, really appreciate it, guys. You have been amazing. Enjoy the Dungeoneer strat. I hope it works out well for you guys. And yeah, we'll just kind of let the chaos ensue. There's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Yo, what's up, Sammy? What's up, Weemsy? The #1 pet coin picker as of Friday the 27th. You guys are seeing this on Saturday. We did 7 daily episodes, so I hope you guys were happy about that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!